What's up guys, it's Flip and welcome back to the channel. On Tuesday we saw another small update go live in Modern Warfare and Warzone, and all around it wasn't anything crazy. It was just a routine playlist update that didn't really add a ton of new content. However, it did add an important update to Warzone in the form of some new intel. If you're not up to speed, the intel is basically the backstory of Warzone and leading us up to the big events and the map changes coming in what we assume is going to be the Season 5 based off these updates. Today we're going over the new hidden cargo intel missions, where to find all the intel and what it means for the overall storyline in the future of Warzone in general. So if you do like the video at any point, make sure to let me know by dropping a like on it, and subscribe if you are new and want to keep up to date with all the latest Call of Duty news, updates, leaks, tips and tricks, with notifications turned on to know when I next upload. Now getting into this week's intel, it is known as hidden cargo as mentioned, and the overall goal is to track down the missing shipments. The first objective is by far the easiest mission we have this week, and it is just simply find the location that Ghost sent you. And when you view this intel, you can see the Ghost coin sitting on the ledge overlooking the promenade area. This means that the intel is located somewhere in the train station, going off that teaser. So I would suggest going into Plunder to make this so much easier, and in order to find the first piece of intel, simply land at the very top of the train station and you'll be able to collect it. Now keep it in mind, you pretty much have to land on the top either directly from the plane or respawning, as there's no way to climb up. Now unfortunately there is a chance that it will be bugged, as this is a pretty widespread issue, and as of now there's no fix for it. So if this is the case for you, then you're kind of at a standstill for the time being. Anyways, after you've collected the first intel, you can back out of the game, as it will still track your progress. Head back to the main menu and check out intel number 2. Now this objective says, cargo may have arrived via ports of entry, and when you view this intel, you see a message, 1930, derailed in Urzikstan, cargo missing, check ports of entry, start at cranes. So this intel is actually super important, because it gives us an answer to part of last week's intel regarding the 1930 Express. Now obviously for intel number 2, we're going to need to head to the port area on the map and try and find out what exactly happens here, and as the clue says, we need to head to the cranes to start. So you'll want to land at these set of 3 cranes that are on the south area and climb into the top into the control area, where you will see the intel that you'll need to collect, and there's also a classic Infinity Ward teddy bear there as well. Anyway, on to number 3. Someone was paid off to keep an area clear, and when you view this you will see a note that says, Northeast Gardar crate storage, 6 across, 586 deep, keep clear. So this one is a bit more confusing since the last clue isn't as obvious, but for this one we are headed back to the port area once again, and this time you'll want to land in the centre area where there's a bunch of shipping containers. In this area there's a little spot in the middle of the containers that's actually accessible on foot, and when you go in here, run all the way to the back and you'll find another piece of intel that you can collect. Once you've done that, it's on to step number 4. So once again, port is a hot topic for this one objective. There was an inspection scheduled at the port, and when you view it, you see half a photo that depicts the vacant area of port, which of course we have in multiplayer and Warzone as well. So this one is a bit easier. On this one, we also see the words inspection 12, 18, 19, 0900. So yet again, we're heading back to the port area and heading to the part that the clue showed us. You then want to go into the back room in the first warehouse, where you'll see a laptop, and that is where intel number 4 is available to collect. Now for objective 5 it says, the cargo is headed to a WHP site, and when viewing this you see a manifest page from Gardar Shipping, and it shows the shipment and says that the destination is ARM/WHP FOB Ridgeline northeast of Stadium. For this one we need to head northeast of the stadium to the World Humanitarian Project or WHP sites, that is also known as Jurassic Park in the game as a call out. Here you want to go into the 2-story buildings on these sites, where you'll see a desk where you can collect the final piece of physical intel for this week. You can now head back to the main menu and you'll see number 6 is unlocked and the hidden cargo is complete. So going back to number 2, this informs us that the 1930 Express was derailed in Urzikstan, which confirms that the train is travelling between Verdansk and Urzikstan. Now this train was apparently carrying some pretty important cargo, because that's what was presumably stolen from it. Now whatever it was supposed to be heading towards WHP, near Stadium. Mara's debrief says that the crate was a chem-bio container, which may hint at the fact that chemical weapons or something to do with them were in that container, which could explain why Al-Assad would want to steal the shipment. However, the most confusing part of Mara's debrief is that she says that she was pursued by people who had allegiance and coalition markings, which to me implies that coalition and allegiance operators were also trying to get their hands on this shipment, or Al-Qatala has some inside operatives in the coalition and allegiance. Now, if that's the case, then the storyline is even crazier than we thought, because no one knows who to trust if these operators are attacking each other. Other than that, we can also assume that Al-Qatala has some kind of chemical weapons in his possession, which could very well tie into the missile that we have under the map that is rumoured to spark the event of Season 5. This intel shows that Al-Qatala is growing stronger and more dangerous, and there's also very little trust between operators. With everything being connected, I think that nothing good is coming to Verdansk in the coming days or weeks, and if I had to guess, that Chem-Bio crate and the nuke under the map are definitely connected in some way, shape or form. With all that being said, that is effectively how to complete the new hidden cargo intel and what it means for the overall storyline of Warzone, and it's going to wrap up today's video. Like I said before, if you did enjoy the video at any point, make sure to let me know by dropping a like on it, and subscribe if you are new and want to keep up to date with all the latest Call of Duty news, leaks, updates, tips and tricks, with notifications turned on to know when I next upload. Once again, thanks so much for tuning in. I've been Flip. Peace.